So, some bad news happened this week. I wasn't too happy about. A site that I like a lot, Giant Bomb, a lot of people I like at it have left. And this has been steadily going on for like the last little while. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about it a little bit. But it's important to me because these are people who are very much like in my age bracket, like around in their 40s or in their 40s. And a lot of people there, for instance, like Jeff Gerstmann, came up as a kid, even writing articles for magazines, and he was eventually editor-in-chief at GameSpot. If you don't know the history of Giant Bomb, basically what happened is there was GameSpot's marketing was running ads for Kane and Lynch 2, and then Kane and Lynch 2 got a bad review, and the marketing and the higher-ups came in and said, you have to get rid of this. You can't have this view with this deal we have going on right now, because Eidos Interactive is very, very angry with us right now, or probably more like Square Enix. I think Square Enix owned them at the time. And so anyways, it became this big deal, and eventually Jeff Gerstmann got fired because he wouldn't remove the review or change it. What happened is like when Jeff got fired, then Ryan Davis, another editor over there, like left in protest, Brad Shoemaker, and somebody on the video team, Vinny Caravella. And they went off and created Giant Bomb. And Giant Bomb had always had this like era of being very much just about talking about the games, being like honest about it, you know, very real about it. And I enjoyed that. And one of the things I always liked about them is it seemed like they were very much of my time. They sold it in 2013 to CBS. Unfortunately, one of my favorite guys there, one of the first people that I didn't know, but I felt really kind of shitty over them passing away was Ryan Davis, because one of the things that they've always done very well at Giant Bomb is you go in there and they're very friendly, they're very open about their lives, and to make you feel like you're a friend. You know what I mean? And so when he passed away, that hit me like really hard. It actually hit me really hard. Harder than I expected. And so they've had different personalities come and go throughout the years, but they always had like their core group of Vinny, Brad, Alex Navarro came along a little bit later, and he was there for a very long time, and Jeff Gerstmann. Well, it turns out that Alex, Brad, and Vinny are now leaving, and Dan Reichert is a crazy son of a bitch and was awesome to see when he was there. It seems like they're all leaving. From what it sounds like, they were probably going to go do their own thing, but it just kind of leaves me to wonder, like, what's Jeff going to do over there? What are they going to do over at Giant Bomb? Now, is it going to be for me, or is it going to be marketed for a younger audience that somehow has rewritten history and thinks the N64 is this really super awesome system, even better than the Super Nintendo? Because I hear that way too often now, and I don't agree with it at all. But it's starting to make me realize that a lot of this mainstream is not for me. And I understand the reasons. It's very hard to have a website and drive people to a website as opposed to something like, you know, Twitch or YouTube or something like that. And I'm sure they're saying their numbers are higher on like their video content on somebody else's service. And so it doesn't make good sense to keep investing into something that's not getting the same kind of traffic anymore. But laying off their editors, is this like a sign that like game journalism as we know it is just completely gone? And like assholes like me on the internet making content like this is basically the way of the future? It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to me a little bit. It's like, in some ways, it's like a passing of the torch. And I think Giant Bomb's making ways into maybe moving away from the website and into this. I'm just guessing. But the thing that's the hardest with this, and the thing I would compare it to, is not knowing what's going on, what happened, not knowing what's going on with the other guys. And, you know, I wish them the best and everything. But them being so personal, talking about their life, about their kids, you know, about games that they grew up with and stuff like that. Like I said, it feels like they're a friend, but it's also like the equivalent of like, I understand, you know, they deserve their personality, but in a weird way, it also feels like your friend is leaving and you don't understand why, and you don't really know where they're going. They just came in and said bye, and that was it. Somebody that you knew for like a long time. And I think that's the hard thing about this that we're all having with this. But I wish them the best. It's end of an era for me. I remember every E3 looking forward to watching their after shows and getting to see like the, you know, Q&As with the developers and stuff. You know, same thing with GDC, stuff like that. it was an epic site. It really was. And I don't know what's going to become, but I'm going to miss what it was. But all good things have to come to an end. So anyways, if you guys like this video, give a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't. More videos coming in the future. I'm figuring out my flow on this channel a little bit better, I think. And I hope to see you again in another video. Later, guys.